Happy New Year and welcome to this edition of Tour Confidential on Golf.com. I'm Jessica Marksbury, joined in our New York City studio by Golf Magazine's Alan Bastable, Golf.com's Mike Walker, and Golf Magazine's Cameron Morfitt via Skype. The first event of the 2015 calendar year kicks off in Hawaii this week, the Hyundai Tournament of Champions. Now, if you're a PGA Tour player, it really doesn't get much better than this. You've won a PGA Tour event just to qualify. You get to play in Maui in January, and there's no cut. It's free money, and yet every year there are high-profile holdouts. This year, both Rory McIlroy and Adam Scott are absent. Now, Cameron, help me out with this. First of all, why would anyone skip this event? And second of all, should this event be mandatory if you win an event on the PGA Tour?
Well, I don't know why anybody would ever skip Maui. I mean, the weather in most of the United States is just so dreary right now, including where I live, where it's freezing rain today. But, it's just Adam Scott plays a limited schedule now. He's proven that helps him play better in the majors. And then there's just so much money out there right now. It's really not significant for a guy like Rory McIlroy to miss 1 week, even if it's a pretty big tournament, no cut, big check. It would be nice if it were mandatory, if golf could take advantage of having a real opening day, like baseball has a real opening day. But it'll be fun. It's always really fun to watch these guys in Maui and to watch them the first full field event of the year the following week at the Sony.
It just seems like the prestige that this event is going for just isn't there. When you have guys like Rory, Adam Scott, Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson, guys that just aren't showing up when they qualify for this event, it seems a little wrong, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, certainly I think in a perfect world you'd have these guys play. I mean, when we talk about requiring appearances, I mean, we're talking about three guys. I mean, does anybody really care that Adam Scott's not playing this week? I mean, people want to see Tiger. To a lesser extent, they want to see Mickelson and McIlroy. I don't know. I mean, I think for certainly the marquee events, they should get a buy-in from these guys. And I think requiring them every 4 years or whatever they throw about is a thing. But I'm more concerned about Tiger not playing Phoenix than Tiger not playing the Tournament of Champions in Maui.
Yeah. And he needs to win to get in. We forget that. Mickelson, we were talking about this earlier, Mickelson and Tiger didn't win last year, so they're not eligible to play in the event. The other two notable holdouts, Justin Rose and Martin Kaymer. So that's the issue. There's, of the four guys, the four biggest names in the field aren't there. So it's sort of like, you almost get the sense it's like beneath them to show up for this event. Like they don't kind of want to be there or don't need to be there. Those four guys, I don't know about Scott, but at least three of them in McIlroy, Rose, and Kaymer all play in Abu Dhabi and probably get $1 million just to show up. The purse there isn't as big, but they're getting money just to show up. They're not getting that to fly to Hawaii. It's difficult on their schedule. It's a long way to go. And then to fly back to the Middle East next week, it's just, if they don't have to do it, why would they do it?
It's funny, though. There is a little bit of a disconnect because I know whenever we talk to the rookie, the guy that wins for the first time, they say, can't wait to play the Masters, can't wait to go to Hawaii and kind of, be in that circle of winners and take the family and make a big trip out of it. And yet, kind of win a few times and all of a sudden Hawaii just loses its luster and they're just not as excited about that event. What do you think, Cam?
I think the one thing the Tour is missing out on here is they probably could make the winner of the Hero World Challenge eligible for Kapalua. Of course, this year that would be Jordan Spieth, and I'm sure Spieth would show up. I mean, that guy has been itching to play somewhere. He's been on a major roll every week. He's either winning or coming close to it. So, look, the Hero World Challenge already gives world ranking points. Why not invite the winner of the tournament?
Or just increase the purse. I mean, that's always a simple solution. I know that requires buy-in from
There's
sponsors.
already no cut, though, Alan.
Yeah, but it's like
on.
the purse is something like $6.7 million. When you compare that to like the Players Championship at $9.5 million, the majors are at, I think, around $8. The World Golf Championship's $8.5. Considerably more money is on the line. If you want to get guys to show up, just pay them. Get that purse up to $7.5, $8 million. I think you're going to see some bigger names appear.
And don't have the tournament on the far side of the world. I mean, I think that's really, what keeps these people away. I mean, for a lot of people, you look Hawaii, that's great. Well, if you're a multi-millionaire and you fly around the world, after Christmas, you kind of want to stay at home. Like you say, you could be going to the Middle East. I mean, Rory McIlroy lives in Northern Ireland. Adam Scott lives in Australia. You know what I mean? These guys are living in far-flung places. To have them go out into the middle of the Pacific Ocean, I mean, I'm not sure for those guys it's the most appealing destination.
West Palm Beach, $8 million purse, and you've got a fifth major, I think.
We've already moved Tiger's tournament to Florida. Now we might as well just have an entire PGA Tour season in Florida, and we'll have great turnout for every event. Well, Cameron, Mike, Alan, thank you so much for your time and insight. And thank you all for joining us here on Tour Confidential on Golf.com. We'll look forward to watching some golf on Hawaii time this week, and you can catch all of us right back here next week.